Did you know the A-Wing was one of the fastest starfighters in the Star Wars universe? And the pilots were also crazy. In this video, we'll explore the A-Wing, exploring its design, capabilities, and role within the Rebel Alliance. With the Alliance securing victory at the Battle of Yavin said a lot for the Rebellion starfighters. Although General Jam Dodonna noted a trio of TIE fighters had almost disrupted the crucial trench run. With this in mind, the General turned to the famous shipwright Whale X+X to begin work on a dedicated interceptor for the Alliance. The result of this was the RZ-1 A-Wing, taking inspiration from recent designs of the R-22 Spearhead and the older designs of the Auric-class strike fighter from the Old Republic. The newly designed A-Wing represented a near-perfect example of a modern interceptor, with it measuring in at a length of 6.9 metres and a width of just under 4.5 metres. The Starfighter was close to half the size of a T-70 X-Wing. The ship could accelerate pulling 5,100 Gs and have an atmospheric speed of up to 1,300 km an hour, quick enough to catch any Imperial ship in the Navy at sublight, and powerful enough to threaten even its toughest starfighters. We will take a look at all the components in detail later on in the video. During the Galactic Civil War, the RZ-1 A-Wings were used by the Alliance in early battles against the Imperial forces, and soon proved themselves to be capable fighters. Thanks to this track record, the Alliance obtained a number of A-Wings and modified them, removing their heavy weapons and shields in order to make them fast enough to combat the newer generations of Imperial TIE fighters. The A-Wing wasn't without its flaws in design. Its small frame allowed for only the smallest of armour plating and an unimpressive shield generator. A single hit from an enemy ship could easily disable the fighter and more than likely destroy it entirely. The RZ-1 A-Wing was made up of many complex parts and components, which made it the formidable and feared fighter that it was. Here we see the diagnostics of the ship, and it just goes to show how many specialised parts they fit into such a small frame. As a result of this though, the cockpit was quite small and tight for the pilot. But the ship had everything from advanced aviation systems, to emergency data logs for recon missions, and even a sensor jamming array. The ship was powered by the Event Horizon sublight engine, and it carried 6 concussion missiles, as well as laser cannons that were mounted to each wing. Unfortunately, there was no room to fit an astromech droid within the limited space of the A-Wing's hull. Flying the RZ-1 not only required precise manipulation of the dorsal and vertical stabilizers, but also the thrust vector controls built into the engines, and the thruster control jets located between the engines, all without the assistance of an astromech. As such, only the best pilots could fly the A-Wings without losing control. After the RZ-1's decisive role in the Battle of Endor, the prototype was resurrected to create the RZ-2, standardising years of field modifications and making the chassis slimmer and longer to yield even more speed. The RZ-2s come to be used by the Resistance during the war with the First Order. I'd be interested to hear what your favourite ship is from the Star Wars universe. Well, that concludes our deep dive into the RZ-1. Hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, fly casual.